I've been getting a lot of heat for this too, because I said it 2 weeks ago. I was in vacation and I saw one after I saw London with Julien Alfred in that 200 meters. It's like I've seen enough. I think it's done. But it's hard to say that the way in which Jefferson is running, and maybe it's just the kind of Caribbean spirit, or because I called the Julian thing last year early, I feel like I have to say it again. But I don't know.
No, listen. Melissa Jefferson has been in the form of her life.
Yeah.
I was talking to Otto recently, and he was telling me that, yeah, she's in the form of her life. She's in incredible shape. So if she even upsets Julian and does the double, I don't think anybody would really be surprised.
Yeah.
But the reality is that I think
think she can do the double. I think she can win the 100. The double,
yeah,
I don't know.
I think the double. Look, I say that because it's a possibility.
Yeah.
She's the second fastest time in the world this year, and she's in great shape. So it's a possibility. But the way I see it right now, and as I explained on one of my videos on the channel recently, I'm not ruling out Shericka Jackson, any of this, but I have to work on the data that we have available.
Right.
We haven't seen Shericka since the national championships when she ran 10.88 in the 100, and she ran 22.53 in the 200, which is the 37th fastest time in the world this year.
Yeah.
So, you can't make a judgment on Shericka until you see something else. I think next week when she runs a couple of races, we'll have a clearer idea of where she's at, because I remember she saying at the national championships that she was 2 weeks before the national championships, wasn't sure she was going to be able to run. And if that's the case and she comes out and runs 10.88, it tells you that there's a level of fitness that she's at in terms of what she's able to do on the track.
Right.
But whether or not that means that she can get back close to the 21.4 that we've seen from her for the past two championships, that's going to be difficult to see, because
that's pushing it probably. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think maybe she's in 21.6 shape. That's my thinking.
Right.
But does 21.6 make you win against a Julien Alfred who won 21.71? Training through the month, as I was informed, 21.71, and even she herself said she was surprised at the time, because she was obviously running on heavy legs, and 21.71 tells you that once Florial takes that load off of her, she's going to be flying.
It is. So, I would say no, unless the 100 takes out a lot out of her, but I just I can't see it. Like
given how strong she is this year. I mean, you remember now, this has been a specific strategy this year. Now, she started indoors with the 400s, and she stepped down to the 300s.
Yeah,
she did that 200 and opened with 21.88. Her PB before that was 21.86. Then she comes and runs at 10. What was it? 10.
It was a 10.
10.8 for the 100.
Yeah. Into the headwind in Monaco, I mean. Yeah. And she was running mad because I think she was upset at that loss in Prefontaine. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, I know she was running angry. Believe me. Which is one of the reasons why I think also that going into Tokyo, this is going to be a grudge match that she's going to use as fuel for that race.
Yeah.
Because she did not want to lose that 100. She got out of the blocks bad. Jefferson stole a match on her, and she ran out of real estate. Because you remember after the drive phase, Melissa had 2 steps on her. It came down to less than half a step as they crossed the line. So she was probably mad at that, and I was told that she was furious after the race. Actually, I was told she broke into tears. That's the kind of drive that she has. So it's going to be interesting to see how she goes, because she has to be calm in Tokyo. She can't have that distraction of the chip on her shoulder.
Right.
She has to come in with the calmness, and I'm sure Edric will. Because Edric does a very good job of calming.
No, he's excellent. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
And when he saw that 200, I'm sure he wouldn't even been happy, because I know you probably saw it when she came off the curve, it's almost like she had a slight reset and then still run that 21.7.
Yeah, it wasn't smooth.
It wasn't. She didn't slingshot off of it. Yeah.
If she slung off of that, would have been a 21.6 or something.
Because,
She's a lot stronger. What I can say is that based on what I've seen from her this season, she's a lot stronger than she was last year when she won the Olympic Games. And if that's the case, then, we'll see how it plays out in Tokyo, because, Melissa is running 10.65 now, but we don't know what Julian is going to do.
Yeah. And championships. It's a different type of setup for her.
Different thing.
I want to also say, before the Gabby Thomas fans comes through, yeah, I'm not writing her off too, but clearly she's struggling with an Achilles injury. I think she's a podium prospect if she can, because she wasn't running the other day either. She just went into the US Championships with probably a week of training. So we'll see what happens there.
Listen, what I will say about Gabby is that if you watch that 49-1-4 that she ran in Jamaica,
yeah.
Anybody who doubts her, listen, man, this girl, she's in shape. I think had it not been for the Achilles thing, I think she probably would have won the 200 nationals.
Yeah.
But you can't account for injury, and of course, she missed out a few weeks of training because of that. So she has time. She has a few weeks, and let's see how much she can get back, from that setback in 6 weeks, because the 200 starts on day 4 or day 3?
It's like right after, it's like the morning after or something like that. Yeah.